Greetings, everyone. And welcome back to another episode of Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache. Now, I'm going to give you guys time to chime in and come in the building. Everyone, as I tell you every show, make sure you smash that like button soon as you come in. It's our duty to get this video out into the algorithm. Now, this is breaking news. And I want to say, allegedly, this is all alleged. I'm saying it from the beginning, but I have to bring my people the information that's coming to me. But it's all allegedly. I'm not playing no games. There's too much stuff going on behind the scenes with this whole Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey and the Bodyguard's love affair. It's too much stuff going on behind the scenes. You know, I got to protect myself. Shout out to Will Harley. But there's no way that I started this Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache and Surviving Marjorie Harvey that I'm not going to come to my people the moment I get the information. Now, Big Boom, my prayers is with you, brother. My prayers is with you. Because I feel guilty. And this is the reason why I'm crying. I feel like this is all my fault. I feel like it's all my fault. If you wouldn't have never did this interview with me, Big Boom, your house wouldn't have never allegedly got raided. I feel guilty. I've been crying ever since I got the DM, the information from Big Boom's alleged people. Smash that like button, guys, because I got a lot to tell y'all what's going on behind the scenes. We're not going to know this stuff. This is why I said I'm not going to cheat my supporters. I don't care how many Steve Harvey fans that get mad at me, that be leaving all kinds of effed up messages talking about you just after Steve, you hate Steve. No, I don't hate Steve. I grew up off of doing comedy. I was born with the shit. Comedians, we are like aliens. We from a different planet. We can see things, terrible things, and look at it in a funny way and bring it to you guys that way. God gave us the gift to do this. Okay? I always used to love Steve back in the day. Now, Steve was never my top comedian, but I'll never take away all the great things that Steve did as an entertainer and the fact that Steve Harvey he is funny to me. Steve is funny in his own way. Every comedian is not the same. If you had to watch the same motherfucker, that would be boring, right? All comedians got their own style. You know what I'm saying? And then some people you feel that are similar to certain comics. Like people compare me to like 13 different motherfuckers. And they think I want to sound like them. Only because y'all are just hearing me now. I told you I grew up in a community to where they didn't have a lot of opportunity. You know what I mean? If I lived in New York or somewhere like that, you would have seen me on Def Jam when I was a younger guy. You know, and I would have took the fuck off. I come from that era. I don't come from Instagram comedy or Instagram comedians. And that's no diss to them at all. I love it. Get your money. Get your exposure. But I come from the raw comedy. I come from that. You know? I was throwing my gift away. I used to tell jokes in the penitentiary. In the state penitentiary. Unfortunately. From bad decisions. So be happy that I'm here now. But this situation, Big Boom, I feel like I'm the blame behind this. You know what I mean? I don't blame no other bloggers for this. This is all allegedly. Big Boom's people, remember I told y'all this man has been afraid ever since he opened his mouth. I didn't even know. I saw from another blogger, Big Boom wasn't just talking to me. So I don't feel like, okay, this is all my fault, but I feel like I played a part by being the platform for Big Boom to do an interview. People made fun of me for that interview. They said I talk so goddamn much. They didn't even get no information out of Big Boom. But that must not be true. Because the police allegedly ran into Big Boom's house trying to indict him, saying that he's a pimp, that he's selling Regina. Big Boom admitted that he used to be a pimp. That was years ago. So now all of a sudden that he came out and said something about an alleged affair with Marjorie Harvey for 20 years. 20 years, they supposed to be allegedly getting busy. And Steve Harvey was married to her for what, like 15, 16, something like that? I don't know. Smash that like button, guys. This is a state of emergency. I need this to go into the algorithm. Big Boom got to find out that I care, because I don't know what's going on. They saying, his people saying all of this shit is happening behind the scenes. Big Boom going to the bank. He can't get none of his funds, nothing. They done froze his account. You fired the man. Now you're going to freeze his account and accuse him of selling Regina with bad odor? Now that's messed up. It's one thing to say I sold Regina, but I'm selling Regina that stinks too. This is crazy. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. I'm not going to stop exposing what the fuck I'm hearing. What's coming to me. I didn't just hear this from the grapevine. I heard this from allegedly Big Boom's people that set the interview up. Y'all don't think I'm going to believe that shit? And then motherfuckers like, oh, here you go again. Do you think I'm just waking up and I'm just creating these motherfucking stories? If that's the case, I must be a badass motherfucking calculated, super duper smart motherfucker if that was the case. I can't even think of all of this shit every day. How am I going to think of this shit every day? No, this is what I found out from his people. The man said that the police raided this man's house looking for dildos, looking for chains, looking for whips, looking for pimp hats, looking for pimp canes, anything that connect him to the hoes. That's what they was looking for. To try to accuse him of doing that shit today. And to me, I think it's a coincidence. The man breaks his silence, and now the police is running into his house. How many of y'all believe that this ain't connected to Stephen and Stephen's mustache? Why would they run into his house all of a sudden? They didn't run into his house looking for lingerie and prostitute gear and shit like that before he came out and said something. This is messing up Big Boom's life right now. And this man looks like a big teddy bear that will hug you and squeeze you and break your bones accidentally. And he's just trying to be loving, but he fuck around and break your back just by giving you a hug. A wonderful guy. If you having back problems, give Big Boom a hug. He fuck around and crack your shit. This is crazy, guys. Surviving P, I did a Surviving P. Diddy earlier about him giving back publishing to motherfuckers that's only worth $35 a year. I was just doing one on that. But Big Boom, y'all got to understand the guilt that I feel. I was laughing when y'all was making fun of me for doing the interview. Said I was talking more than Nori from Drink Champs. I didn't allow Big Boom to talk. But Big Boom voice was heard to the masses. Because if these people, this is allegedly, if they ran into his house, trying to confiscate shit, looking for baby powder, all kinds of shit, you know what I mean? Accusing this man of selling Regina when he's been sitting there doing security for Steve all these years. Now, if he's selling Regina, then Steve Harvey was selling Regina too. Allegedly, if he was selling Regina, because he was working for Steve. So Steve, if you sent some people to go to this man's house to try to shut him up, freeze all his bank accounts, all kinds of shit like this, this is petty. And some people feel like, well, he should have kept his mouth closed if he had a no-gag order. We don't know what he had. You know, only thing we do know is that Steve Harvey did not get, what's that thing where you get married and shit? He didn't get a prenup. That's what the fuck we do know. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta, that's what I'm saying. The people want to come in here and want to try to cuss me out for reporting what the fuck information that I'm getting. This is shit all over the place right now. Y'all don't think that Big Boom probably having trouble right now? The man said that he was a naked and afraid, hiding in his house for 2 fucking weeks. Now the police allegedly ran into this man's house, accusing him of selling Regina. Big Boom said that he was a pimp back in the day. So what, he slapped a few hoes. Just because he used to pimp back in the day does not mean that he's a pimp today. Some people change. You know, and y'all saw that pony, the picture of the pony? Remember the pony? Jump on it, do it, ride it, my pony, my saddle, raining, coming, jump. The pony that he's naked on, that's all over the internet, they confiscated the pony. They said that they were looking for DNA. Women DNA. Regina. All over the pony. That's Big Boom's business. If he's having sex on the pony. Same pony that allegedly that he had sex with Marjorie Harvey. I said allegedly, Steve. On that pony, they confiscated the pony. Now, what if they find Marjorie Harvey's DNA on the pony? Does this mean she was one of his hoes? That is Big Boom's business. Y'all didn't pay attention to Genuine, did you? It ain't none of your friends' business. 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 We can do this at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to make it right. Keep that Regina tight. It ain't none of Steve Harvey's business. It ain't none of Steve Harvey's business. It ain't none of your friend's business or Steve Harvey's business. You knew about this allegedly, Stephen. And now you taking Big Boom through all of this shit. I know Big Boom feel bad. Big Boom, this is why I've been crying all morning. Since I heard about this, I wasn't going to break this story because I had to come for P fucking Diddy for giving people back a fake fucking fake publishing that allegedly he gave back months ago. You know, I was watching Gene Deal's live. You know, I watched Gene Deal, and Gene Deal in his live said that the artists been got their publishing. You know what I mean? So P Diddy trying to put that shit public right now to look like the nice, good Samaritan so people can buy his album. I fucking kind of knew it, but when I heard Gene Deal say it, it put a stamp on it. Like, wow, this is crazy. Surviving P Diddy, but let's get back to Steve. I knew this before I told y'all. I was just hurting inside. I was just hurting inside because I did the interview with Big Boom. And I told y'all I wasn't sure if it really was Big Boom, but I believe it. I believe it with all my heart now. You know what I mean? You got so much shit going on the internet right now. You can't believe everything that you hear. You can't believe, you know, that's why they got a show called Catfish. A female could send you a picture of her 122 pounds, and you can meet her in person, and she could be my 600-pound woman. And vice versa. You might want, you know, a plus-size woman. And it could be a bony-ass woman that only weighs 13 pounds talking to you, typing, and you go meet her, and she look like she's hungry. You can see food going down her throat at the dinner that you took her out to, but that ain't what you planned to eat or hang out with. You were catfish. So even if the fuck I was catfish, god damn it, it's still truth to this. You know what I'm saying? And I know it has to be truth. Because why are they sitting there doing this to this man? Why y'all think Big Boom ain't come out on camera? This shit is all over the fucking internet. That he didn't come out on camera and say his side. Now my shit was over the phone. Correct? So that's why they like, well, we don't know if it was this motherfucker or not. It was over the phone. I'm thinking the same thing too. But the way that man sound like it was really him. Especially if all this shit is going on all of a sudden. You know what I mean? All of a sudden. I just came home with nothing. Now I'm up all of a sudden. Now I'm up all of a sudden. Now I'm up all of a sudden. Check, check. It's K-Dot, it's K-Dot. I'm on fire. I'm going to stay hot. This is not just a coinky dink. Y'all see me sweating right now? It's not just because I turned my air conditioner off or turned my fan off. I'm willing to sweat. It's 1,000 degrees outside right now where I live at. It's 1,000. It's hotter than third grade school teacher breath. Have you ever smelled a school teacher's breath in the third grade? and how hot and stinky it was, but you were so young, you was afraid to tell a teacher, excuse me, can you back up? Your breath is stinking like a motherfucker. My face already stink from my mom doing this, from her taking her spit and wiping my face off. So my breath, my face already smells like my mother's breath. And now you in my face with your hot ass breath. And I'm trying to learn, teacher. Smash that like button, guys. We got 200 people in the building, guys. This has to go in the algorithm. I don't care what y'all say. Why is he telling me to hit the like button? Because it's free, god damn it. And that's how the YouTube system works. They're already starting some shit in November. And I can't wait till they do that. I'm telling you, because they don't monetize my shit until after I got like 90,000 views. So this ain't even about money for me. Yes, it got me off of welfare. Y'all should be happy. You know, this is my last month getting food stamps. I got $13 left in food stamps. And they told me at the welfare office, this is your last SNAP benefits. This is your last bit of SNAP benefits because you are doing great on YouTube. You know what I mean? We officially signed you off of welfare. Y'all should be cheering me on and proud of me, goddammit. Big Boom, allegedly, his people said the police ran in this man's house. Goddammit. And Big Boom was naked. All kinds of baby oil on this motherfucker. He talking to his people that reached out to me on the phone. He dropped the phone and had it on speaker. So they heard everything going on in the background. With them telling them, listen, put your hands up, put your hands up. Where are the dildos? Where are the naked, where's the ponies at? Where are the, what are those dolls? They found 112 blow up dolls. I'm talking about all kinds of pimp shit. Pimp hats. Pimp gloves. I didn't even know pimps had gloves that they put on before they smack a hoe. You know what I mean? Then they said it was two chicks there that he had. So what if he's a player from the Himalaya? You know, allegedly he's supposed to have been pounding out Marjorie. So just because y'all found two girls in the house, two women, and y'all trying to accuse them of being hoes. Said one of the girls' name was Mountain Dew and one of the girls' name was Pepsi. So they accusing them of being his hoes and saying that Big Boom was telling them, look, Mountain Dew, do you see all these thirsty motherfuckers driving around the corner? They're thirsty. Go out there and give them some of that Mountain Dew, goddammit. Pepsi, you better go sell that, put that vagina out on that corner. Okay, these motherfuckers is dehydrated. That's why they keep riding around a fucking block. They're thirsty. When you see them pull up, a nice car, that's the car you get in and you service that motherfucker. Then you get out and wipe your mouth. Big Boom ain't doing that no more. He don't live that life. And for Steve Harvey, because I know you would have to have something to do with this. Somebody in that camp, Big Boom allegedly was fired. Think about this. Allegedly, Big Boom was fired for coming out telling the truth, his truth, allegedly, about this 20-year affair, saying that he introduced Steve Harvey to Marjorie Harvey. Okay? Then, allegedly, he said he was Lori Harvey's father. Now, all of a sudden, you're not hearing from Big Boom. I even found out Big Boom had a channel. He had a YouTube channel, and he was teaching and doing stand-up. I think Big Boom was a comedian, too. From what I saw, the motherfucker was funny. He had an audience. And on Facebook, he be talking all this love doctor shit. And I said, damn, Big Boom had to be a pimp back in the day. Because I was taking some of his motherfucking shit, his scriptures. He talking about, yeah, you know, if a woman, you know, not satisfied, you got to demonstrate. No, you got to demonstrate. You got to check out the chemistry between so no one else can slide in there. Like, it was like he was giving signs. Like, remember Tupac? Rest in peace, Tupac. When Tupac was giving us signs, and he had the one song where it said, Suge shot me. Suge shot. Like, Tupac was giving us signs, and that's what Big Boom was doing. Big Boom was sneakily telling us that he was buttering Marjorie Harvey's biscuit. And Steve knew that Big Boom they was going to come to Big Boom. And since Big Boom volunteered to tell me and let me get the interview, I feel guilty. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. Why wouldn't I feel guilty? if I gave the interview out, no matter if people make fun of me or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel guilty. And I know other bloggers, when they find this out, because they're trying to sweep it under the rug. Big Boom's people said, don't be surprised if you don't hear about this fucking shit with the cops raiding his house publicly. Because they wanted that gag order. I think he had a gag order for real. So I don't know if when they ran in that motherfucker, if Big Boom said, look, y'all can't pay me off. I'm not trying to take the money. So they had to go to extra levels and say, all right, fuck it. The motherfucker selling Regina out the front door and out the back door. Hoes flying out the window, climbing out the window. So now they running in his house, seizing all his property. So what if he had old pimp hats? That's from back in the day. That's some shit that you like to show your grandkids. Look, I used to have all the hoes back in the day. You know what I'm saying? This is what I used to do. And if I ever had to go back out there, I could be 106 and still get me 14, 15 hoes. Big Boom, that is his past. You can't keep charging people for what they've done in the past. Some people want to make you still live on to your past. Have you mentally thinking you still there. I used to do that. When I used to drink, that's why I told you I'm going on a year. Every time I used to fucking get drunk, I started thinking that I was that person from back in the day. Then I started getting nasty with people. I started chasing away motherfuckers, people that really cared and loved me. I started ruining everything good in my life because I was fighting a goddamn demon. And guess who the demon was? The demon name was fucking Vodka. That's who the fucking demon was. You know what I'm saying? This is the God honest truth. And motherfuckers was able to try to keep me back in that fucking time. You know, remember when you kicked in that house when you was 19? Motherfucker, I don't even want to hear that shit no more. That ain't who the fuck I am. But I would get drunk and start talking with him. Yeah, I remember that motherfucker. Kick the door. Matter of fact, I let you run in the house first. I had to hear and listen to noise to hear if somebody was in there and tackled the shit out you so I could haul ass running. You know what I mean? I would never engage into a conversation like that in my right state of mind. Big Boom should not be punished because he slapped a few hoes back in the day. You know what I mean? Y'all should not seize this man's pony. If he want to be riding the fucking pony in his backyard, he should have a right to ride his pony. Marjorie Harvey should have never got on the pony. But allegedly, she was on the pony before Steve Harvey. What's going to be next? I won't be surprised if they come out and say Steve Harvey and Big Boom was having a love affair. I won't be surprised. And Big Boom, that's no disrespect, Will Freeman. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking hypothetically, not saying that you would actually kiss and eat ice cream buck naked, rubbing on Steve Harvey's mustache. I'm not saying that, Big Boom. I'm just saying the stories are getting crazier and crazier and crazier. So I won't be surprised if something come out like that. You know what I mean? That's why the whole internet is so confused. We don't know what to believe. We don't know who's telling the truth, who lying, what the fuck. I'm only telling you guys what's coming to me. And salute to the 200 and some people in here. I see y'all commenting, and I want y'all to keep commenting. You know, because I go back and I read what y'all say. Even if you diss me and say something nice, I go back and read it. But right now, I'm expressing myself because I'm so frustrated and I feel so guilty, guys. I really feel like this is my fault. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. If I would have never did the interview with Big Boom, if his peoples that reached out to me again today would have never said nothing to me, because they was laughing. They was watching my videos, say, yo, this motherfucker's funny as hell. And he's doing thousands of views. Fuck going to another platform. Let's get on this ghetto ass nigga's platform. It's gonna get out there to the people. And guess what? It did. It fucking did. So I feel guilty. Do y'all think that this is my fault? Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache? Do y'all think that this is my fault? Because I wonder how Big Boom feel. I want Big Boom to know. Smash that like button. I need this to get to the algorithm so Big Boom could know this is not my fault. Salute the Sister T that just came in the goddamn building. Sister T, we on fire over here. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. Big Boom, I hope you noticed. I feel guilty, okay? I know you probably feel like it's not my fault because your people's reached out to me and asked me to interview you. But for Steve Harvey to allegedly have the police running your house, looking for pimp shit, accuse you, it's not my fault. Appreciate you, Jones. It's not my fault. Thank you. Because I feel guilty. I've been crying all morning. I've been crying all morning. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, like, I never meant, Big Boom, I never meant to hurt you. I just wanted to get your story out there. Because I know Marjorie Harvey and Steve Harvey are denying the allegations. They denying the allegations. So I just wanted to get your side of the story. But I never wanted your house to get raided. And so I'm glad that my people don't feel like it's my fault. Smash that like button, guys. I gotta get some tissue. I gotta get some tissue. Big Boom, like I said, I hope that you forgive me. Because I didn't know it was going to reach all the people that it did. And everybody made fun of me, Big Boom. They made fun of me. They said I was a terrible interview person. They told me to not quit my day job. So if I really, really wanted to be an interview person, they broke my goddamn heart. They shattered my dreams. They shattered everything. Imagine if I really wanted to be an interview motherfucker. Nobody supported my interview. They said, hey, look, dude, you're kind of funny. The ones that wanted to still try to, said you're kind of funny. But that interview shit, that is not you, dude. You did not let Big Boom get 2 sentences out. But if I didn't let Big Boom get sentenced out, then why did the police allegedly run into this man's fucking house? You tell me that. Because Big Boom came out and spoke on his 20-year affair. So, surviving Steve Harvey's mustache is real, guys. This shit it ain't no joke. But Big Boom, you are in my prayers.
Was planning on doing after his divorce.
You're really here.
Now this Big Boom sitting there admitting everything, even without my interview. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button. So I take some of the blame, but not all of the blame. Because this information is out there. This is why, allegedly, the police ran into his house. This right here, and this is not my video, but this is what allegedly made them run into, made Steve Harvey say, fuck it, running his shit. He's still pimping. There's pimp hats, there's baby oil, there's dildo juice, everything.
Please welcome the chick of my dreams, my wife, Marjorie.
As far as when Steve and I got together, he had a whole other idea of what he was planning on doing after his divorce.
You're really here, so I can honor you.
Marjorie Harvey breaks her silence. Steve Harvey's career and fortune hang in the balance, and William Big Boom Williams finds himself at the eye of this escalating hurricane. The rumor mill is churning out theory after theory, each more enthralling than the last. Could this scandal mark the downfall of one of Hollywood's most influential couples? Or is this just a smokescreen for an even larger play involving blackmail, secrets, and high-stakes power moves?
And all the girls went bowling and came back and decided they don't want us to get married and said they don't think it's the right thing to do. Marjorie, the thing that Marjorie's not telling you all.
Telling everybody
yes.
business? Okay, now don't let me start telling Steve business.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. Thanks for tuning back into our channel. Trusted insiders have recently broken their silence, giving us the lowdown on the unexpected Harvey family theatrics. And get this, it isn't your textbook love saga. Swirling at the heart of this tornado of tales is the enigmatic William Big Boom Freeman. In case you're out of the loop, William wasn't just another name on Steve's payroll. He was essentially Steve's shadow, his main man, and his go-to.
Now you hear them talking about William Freeman, Big Boom. This is the video right here, and shout out to Celeb Live. But this is the video that went out there. Ever since this came out, all of a sudden, this was the last video that came out talking about Big Boom and his 20-year affair. Now, all of a sudden, allegedly, his people hit me up saying that the police ran in his house, snatched the pony. Man, it's just crazy. All because this man spoke his goddamn truth, allegedly.
confidant. In the news now, he is more commonly known as Harvey's bodyguard. Turns out, those covert rendezvous whispers weren't just faceless chatter. Reliable sources have spotted Marjorie and William in rather cozy situations, chit coffee spots, moonlit car rides, and even hidden escapes, glaringly minus Steve. The picture these insiders are sketching isn't merely of two old pals having chinwag. It showed clear sparks and a palpable bond that got heads turning.
Other than your relationship with God, who you choose to spend the rest of your life with is the single most important decision you will ever make.
And our network of Hollywood insiders has been working overtime, and it's paid off.
This other lady got a DVD of her granddaddy's funeral.
A close confidant from the Harvey's glittering social circle revealed that Marjorie had recently started attending several high-profile events. But here's the kicker. Without her arm candy Steve, and instead with William Big Boom Freeman as her arm candy Steve, and instead with William Big Boom Freeman as her Onan. The duo seemed to be the life of the party, dancing close and sharing secretive smiles throughout the evening.
Let's first say that you shouldn't feel guilty for anything.
Furthermore, a member of the production crew from one of Steve's shows who wished to remain nameless dished out even more dirt. They unveiled that Marjorie had been spotted on set after hours, not for her husband, but for private meetings with William in his security office. These rendezvous were often accompanied by hushed
Now, did y'all hear that? They said there was private meetings with Marjorie Harvey and Big Boom. This is not me saying that. I didn't know they was eating lunch together and having private dates and all types of shit like that. Listen clearly. This came out, and then this is why this alleged shit happened. Listen to what she's saying. Big Boom and Marjorie Harvey allegedly was hanging out, going on little fucking dates. Instead of him securing her, he was securing the bag. Listen, it's not me. Listen.
Even more dirt. They unveiled that Marjorie had been spotted on set after hours, not for her husband, but for private meetings with William in his security office. These rendezvous were often accompanied by hushed conversations, lasting long after most of the crew had left. And here's a juicy bit for all the eagle-eyed fashionistas out there. Marjorie, always the trendsetter, was seen wearing a distinctive piece of jewelry, believed to be a gift, which closely resembled a piece William wore around his wrist. Coincidence, or a matching trinket of love? The trails of intrigue continued to twist and turn. Hold on to your hats, because this story gets even juicier. Our sneaky insiders managed to get a slice of William's perspective. Buzz in Tinseltown is that William didn't outright deny a certain warmth with Marjorie. But ever the mystery man, he played coy about the exact nature of their bond. He may not have spilled every saucy detail, but his allusions left enough breadcrumbs to send the rumor mill into overdrive.
That's a toxic relationship.
Sources with keen ears have been hearing that William might just be harboring some scorching secrets about the big man Steve. Yes, you heard it right. Whispers of the term blackmail have been circling, with some insinuating that William, with Marjorie possibly in tow, has eyes set on a sizable chunk of Steve's...
Do y'all hear that? Said that William knows some stuff, and they're trying to silence him pretty much. They were booming like hell. This is crazy. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. And I told y'all, I feel guilty in a way because I interviewed him, the alleged William Freeman. But this right here, this ain't me. I found this out from listening to this. So I'm not surprised if the police ran in his house accusing him of still pimping. Said he had 2,036 hoes. How do you get that many hoes? 2,036 hoes. And he slapped at least 1,000 a day. He slapped 1,000 a day. I don't believe none of it. You know what I'm saying? But Steve Harvey got people sitting there tweeting about comedians and shit like that and then firing them saying, hey, I never told you to say that. So how y'all know Steve Harvey ain't got nobody that could... All that money he got? Them motherfuckers... Steve Harvey got fucking pulled.
Massive wealth. And here's a tantalizing tidbit. Marjorie and William's connection dates back to the early 2000s, setting the stage for murmurs about this being a scheme long in the making. Considering the empire Steve has erected with his captivating charm, snappy quips, and unwavering trust from legions of fans, these brewing storms could taint his sparkling reputation. As the rumors grow louder, we're all on tenterhooks, waiting to see where this convoluted narrative wins. But hold up, while all eyes and ears are fixated on the rumored fling, there's an undertone of another impending storm. The elite Hollywood grapevine has been rife with chatter about the potential cracks in Steve and Marjorie's fairy tale union. Many are saying that a split might be just around the corner. Evidence. Well, in a turn of events, Marjorie's frequent stance by Steve's side have dwindled during public outings. This shift, for a duo once attached at the hip, has been unmistakable. Steve's demeanor hasn't gone unnoticed either. Loyal fans of his show have picked up on episodes where he's donned a more somber air, occasionally dropping cryptic hints about personal battles.
I ain't gonna make it, man, because I had lost. This girl, man, I was devastated.
But let's broaden the lens here. This tumult isn't just about the headlining duo. It's rippling through the entire Harvey brood. Their kids, some in the media's gaze themselves, are under the relentless lens, fielding questions from curious fans and the press. As history tells us, high-profile scandals have a way of shaking families to the core, and the Harveys aren't immune. Just last week, headlines were awash with takes from Brandy Harvey, Lori Harvey, and even a snippet from Lori's former flame, Michael B. Jordan. The overarching sentiment, despite the vehement public rebuttals from the power couple, they seem precariously close to parting ways. Then there is the elephant in the room, the money game. With Steve's colossal fortune, the divorce stakes are astronomically high. Legal eagles and tabloid titans are all weighing in on potential divorce settlements and asset splits.
You know, they asked me to do this. I said,
Don't be surprised if a divorce or something like that goes public. Let's not be surprised. These rumors are going around. This shit is all alleged. But I'm not going to be surprised when it goes public. If they finally come out and say, look, hey, fuck it, we are breaking up. A lot of this stuff was true. At least we going to already know. It's nothing. Listen, people go through breakups all the time, B. People go through breakups all the time. You know, I was the king of breakups. You know what I mean? So y'all, I don't give a fuck. But I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. Now I understand $400 million, that's a lot of motherfucking money. And you ain't signed no paperwork, nothing. You know what I mean? Steve is in a real messed up situation far as not having a prenup and all that type of stuff. So I get why a lot of this stuff is quiet. But Big Boom, I'm sorry. If this is all true, man, I you know, whatever role I play, I'm sorry. I'm crying with you, sir.
take a shot at it, you know, but it's a difficult thing for me.
And Steve's empire. From his sprawling estates to TV deals and varied ventures, the figures being thrown around are staggering. And, the public. They're in a frenzy. Social media platforms are buzzing with fans echoing sentiments of shock, sympathy, and of course, the inevitable doubters. Celeb peers have mostly held their cards close, though a handful have rallied behind Steve, hoping for a harmonious end to the couple's tumult.
Before I get started, let me say, I'm
Alright, stargazers, the plot just keeps thickening. Amidst the swirling tempest of rumors, Marjorie decided to step up and clear the air. Not one to be silenced, she took to her social media, candidly defending her reputation. In her own words, she penned, "My husband and I don't usually stop to address all the foolishness and lies that have been spread about us. However, to whom much is given, much is required.
Now she said we don't usually say anything when people spread rumors or rumors, but for some reason, this time, they're both speaking out, denying it public. So why, if y'all ignored it all the time before, if it ain't no truth to this shit? Motherfucker can say anything about me. If that shit ain't true, I ain't gonna get offended and go, hey, da, 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 da. I don't give a fuck. But it has to be some type of proof. I mean, some kind of truth to this shit. You know what I mean? If 3 people say my breath stink, evidently my shit must be fucking hot. You know what I mean? If everybody run around saying, yo, you know, Jamil has great conversations, but just don't stand too close, because that motherfucker probably burn your nose hairs because his breath is so fucking hot, then evidently my breath must be hot. Smell like poop. Smash that like button. Y'all heard what T Angel said. Hit that like button. We got 250 in the building. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache. You know, I can't worry about Steve. Steve has millions and millions upon millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Have a baby by me, baby. Be a dollionaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting close to 1,000 there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never going to be, well, I ain't going to say never, but I'm not nowhere near Steve right now. So Steve is on the hot seat. Until Steve is off of the hot seat, then that's when I'll take my foot off his mustache. But until then, when I'm getting these, when people reaching out to me, giving me this information, I'm giving it to y'all. So even if the Steve Harvey fan base get mad, I don't give a shit. I care about William Freeman. And I care about William Freeman. Because William didn't have to do the interview with me. And he was so kind. Smash that like button, guys. Come on, let's get this up. Because it's going to go into the algorithm anyway. I'm going to look up and there's going to be thousands of likes on the motherfucker when the video's off. But when we got hundreds of people on here, I just say hit the like button. I don't even say Cash App. Support the channel. I don't even say that. It's all good. Just hit the like button while you're in the building. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache.
Understand that with my platform comes some sort of responsibility to those that may not be as strong as we are. Read and share this with your loved ones that may not know how to properly cope. Can we trust Marjorie after all these rumors? Or is she simply trying to calm the public while something is happening behind the scenes? Let's delve into the mystery of William Big Boom Freeman. Once the rock-solid pillar by Steve's side, these scandalous whispers have seriously dented his shining armor. If these tales are to be believed, it isn't just a friend that Steve lost, but a deep professional betrayal as well. The depth of their bond, which saw Steve through his peaks and troughs, just adds another convoluted strand to this intricate web of tales. Oh, and let's not minimize Freeman's role. He wasn't your run of the mill security. His relationship with Steve was multifaceted, interwoven with both the personal and professional tapestry of Steve's world. Many in the circuit can vouch for Freeman's instrumental role in overseeing the security logistics during Steve's extensive tours and TV ventures. His duties didn't just stop at shielding Steve. He was the cog in the machine, ensuring seamless backstage operations at every turn. Word has it that Freeman was also a quiet sentinel during crucial business powwows, not actively joining in, but ever vigilant, forever alert. He had an inside track not just on Steve's personal sphere, but also a window into the magnate's trade ventures, impending contracts, and intricate industry ties. No wonder the industry's collective jaw dropped when tales of his supposed liaison with Marjorie hit the stands.
Do y'all hear that? Big Boom had major ties with Steve. Big Boom knows every goddamn thing. Everything? What motherfucking, oh no, what Cat Williams said. Everything? Yes, everything. You know what I mean? He had his hands in all of this stuff. You don't think that they're going to have to silence that motherfucker? Yes, they're going to have to do something to get this under the rug. So I'm not surprised, allegedly, if they ran into this man's house and accusing him of selling Regina with bad odor. Regina with bad odor. That is so, like, messed up. You know what I'm saying? That would traumatize me. I'm 41 years old. Oh man, see, man, listen. Like I'm talking about, if I was out there and I was single and a motherfucker took her pants off and the room just lit the fuck up like Christmas, smelling like Regina, I would be so traumatized. You know what I'm saying? Because I experienced that before, but I was a teenager. I'm a grown ass man. I'll be like, listen, if you knew it smelled like that, then you got a nerve to want me to eat it. I'll go get a spoon. Say, look, you want me to eat it? You put that motherfucker in your mouth. You out your goddamn mind. You knew that shit was funky before you got over to me. Why would you try to offer me some shit like that? Do I look desperate? Do I look that hungry that I don't mind how bad it stinks? Oh, yeah, let me give it here. Oh, God. Oh, this got the season on it, motherfucker. God damn. What's that, the Old Bay? Oh, my God, Lord Jesus, this motherfucker stink. And it tastes good. I wish the fuck I would. So to say that Big Boom was selling Regina that stinks is crazy to me. Surviving Steve Harvey's mustache.
Now let's unearth another tantalizing tidbit. Freeman wasn't just the man behind the scenes. He played Cupid for Steve and Marjorie. Rewind to 2005, a solo Steve received a nudge from his trusted aide about reigniting the old flame with Marjorie. Spilling beans in a heart-to-heart with People magazine in 2016, Steve recalled, he told me, look, the only time I've ever seen you happy was when you were with that woman, Marjorie. Now before you go and do something stupid and marry another woman, I'm calling her. Making things happen, Freeman swiftly looped in one of Marjorie's confidants, paving the path for a direct line with her. During their...
So, I almost called him Morgan Freeman. So William Freeman would call Marjorie, like he said that, they said that when Steve was going to do something stupid, the dude William called Marjorie Harvey and fixed everything between them. So if they don't got a secret type of relationship, then I would be fucking surprised. I wish I would have a man had to call my woman to make things right in our motherfucking house. First of all, how the fuck, what kind of connection do you motherfuckers got? What the fuck?
Exchange, Marjorie revealed her single status, which had lasted a considerable 4 years. Without a second's delay, Steve was Memphis, bound. So, how did the man, who supposedly kindled their romance, allegedly end up sparking its potential demise? The showbiz world is baffling, isn't it? In the high-octane world of Hollywood, Freeman's involvement in the unfolding Harvey drama is turning heads. Amid the whirlwind of chatter, there's a growing suspicion. Has William been discreetly funneling insider scoops to the media? And as we connect the dots, the possibility of him leveraging his position to exploit Steve Harvey's vast empire isn't that far-fetched. Could there be a well-orchestrated plan with Marjorie to tap into Steve's riches? When diving into their histories, both Steve and Marjorie aren't strangers to the limelight's glare for not so flattering reasons. Steve's colorful personal life and past litigations have been on the gossip grapevine. Similarly, Marjorie's previous romantic liaisons and their associated ambiguities have often been fodder for the curious. Are these shadows from their past now converging, setting the stage for Hollywood's next big scandal? Steve's legacy is more than just a personal reputation. His expansive portfolio, from talk shows to bestsellers, from hosting gigs to endorsements, stands on shaky ground. A potential drop in audience engagement and the possibility of brand collaborations going south are real concerns. Should these speculations gain weight, we might be witnessing a monumental slide in Tinseltown's annals. As uncertainty shrouds the futures of the Harveys and William, many questions loom. Will they break the silence with a statement to douse the fiery rumors? Could Steve and Marjorie be heading towards reconciliation? Or should we brace ourselves for more explosive updates? One thing's for sure, the unfolding story promises more twists, ensuring Hollywood and its audience remain captivated. Alright, dear viewers, that's the latest we've got on the gripping Harvey saga. But we want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you think there's more to the story than meets the eye? Drop your theories and thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us on this wild ride through the...
All I know is this. William Freeman, if you watch this, just know that if I played any part by interviewing you and they ran to your house and snatched up your pony and your old pimp hats and your pimp cane and your baby oil and stuff, I just want to apologize to you. Because I'm with you and I'm crying for you and my prayers is with you. So if this is all allegedly, guys, but if this is true, this is sad and there's going to be more to come. And every time I get new information and updates, I'm going to bring it to y'all. And this was another wonderful, great, and successful episode of Surviving Steve Harvey's Mustache.